This is my English project for Frankenstein. My name is Lapuz, 17 years old, 2016, April 27, and enjoy. So this is the contents of the video, and I'm pretty much just going to talk about the history of science fiction. Oh, and throughout the video there's going to be that annoying watermark saying Sony Vegas. That's because this is only a free trial, and Sony Vegas costs about $700. I'm not rich at all. I started off this video by asking some of the people in the class to define the meaning of science fiction, and the answers were pretty close to each other, and here it is.
Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Can you define science fiction?
Okay. Science fiction is a genre of text, because I'm not going to say novel because it could apply to films as well.
Renz, describe science fiction.
Science fiction is like some, I don't know, a made up thing about science.
What am I supposed to say?
Okay, Arjan, describe science fiction.
Science fiction is really a fiction book, more related to like science.
Okay, thanks.
Where science is used in a way that presents fantastic elements that are not possible in our modern day society.
My project is called Advent of Science Fiction, so I searched what Advent means, and it says the arrival of a notable person, thing, or event. Then after that, I searched up the meaning of science fiction. It says fiction based on imagined future scientific or technological advances in major social or environmental changes, frequently portraying space or time travel and life on other planets. So this is the first part of my presentation, and it's the start of science fiction. Oh yeah, this beat goes hard too. There's a book called The History of Science Fiction, but I can't find it anywhere. And I don't know if the author is reliable, because he wrote books such as Star Warped and the Vinci Cod. I don't know if this guy's reliable. So it turns out Adam Roberts is actually a genius. He states in his book that science fiction was pretty much alive through the beginning of time, through fairy tales and fables and stuff. His book is actually really useful, covering gender to race, as you can see, talking about the golden age and stuff. So you'll be hearing me referencing the book a lot. Adam Roberts referenced some early books that are considered to be sci-fi, and one of them are from 2000 BC, and it's called Epic of Gilgamesh. Yeah, so it's from 2000 BC, and it's about the protagonist going to the moon. So I guess we always dreamed about going to the moon. And the second one he referenced is The Death of God by a 19th century philosopher named Friedrich Nietzsche. I think he's German. And it's about how the industry is changing the world, and hence the Industrial Revolution. And last but not least, Frankenstein. And Adam Roberts describes his book as the original scientific fable about the power of the scientific creation. So basically, science fiction back in the day was like indie music today. It's very good, but still not in the mainstream. Like every genre out there, not all of them are gonna be good. Most of them terrified people and scared some people because it was very unusual. But sooner or later, the right books to showcase the genre proved this to be very much good for the mainstream audience. So I want to talk about two things. First, I'm going to talk about the Earth to the Moon. Written by Jules Verne. And the other one, well, this one was a shocker. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The Earth to the Moon is considered to be one of the most groundbreaking books of all time. It's actually pretty crazy because Verne's the writer and just embraced this genre, and it made him one of the most important authors of the 19th century. Actually, some creepy stuff here. Verne predicted that the Apollo missions would be launched from the state of Florida, predicted that the first lunar mission would have 3 crew members, and predicted that shuttles would be made of aluminium. It's kind of creepy, ain't it? So according to my lovely friend Schmoop, pretty much the overview of this book is about 3 guys in a club called Gun, the Gun Club, and they just made rockets. They loved making rocket launchers and all that stuff. And so that's how the Civil War ended in the story. And they loved it so much that 3 of them went into the launchers and they shot themselves to the moon. Sounds pretty science fiction to me. I actually found a movie for this book. It was made in 1958, and it has 43% rating in Rotten Tomatoes. But if I can find some clips, here they are. Frankenstein. We all know that we're gonna do this one in class, so I'm not really gonna talk about it, but here's the most iconic clip of the book.
It's moving. It's alive. It's moving. It's alive. Oh, it's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
This book has a rating of 3.7 out of 5 in Goodreads. Why are we reading this? So the 2 books for this part is The Island of Dr. Moreau and Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. Personally, I read Dr. Jekyll and Hyde in grade 9, and it's really weird. And The Island of Dr. Moreau, Mr. Toner suggested me that book in grade 10, but I never read it because I'm a freaking rebel. So Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, if I remember correctly in grade 9, are the same person. And there's a lawyer that is very curious about Dr. Jekyll giving all the money to Mr. Hyde, transferring all the money, and it turns out in the end that he's the same person. I saw it as like an inner demon when I was reading the book, and I think it's meant to be that way. So with very little research, I think the island of Dr. Moreau is about a doctor named Moreau created beasts in this island. Dude, I really don't care about this book. It looks so boring. I just want to get to modern sci-fi. And so for this one, this is the early 20th century sci-fi, and this is when the movies came out. And right now you're seeing the trailer for Frankenstein. It looks hilarious for me. Like, look, this is when he's saying it's alive, and it came out in 1931. And after this trailer, there's a scene where Dr. Jekyll is turned to Hyde, and it's also made in 1931. This is when the sci-fi came to the movies, and a lot of people enjoyed it. So enjoy. You know what it is! When people say science fiction, this is the first thing that comes up in my mind. Star Wars revolutionized science fiction. George Lucas, you are my fucking hero. So yeah, modern sci-fi is pretty much seen in movies, books, pretty much everywhere nowadays, and it's considered one of the best genres for entertainment. My personal favorite is Star Wars, and yeah, the media just gives this genre much attention because it's just great. And I'm lucky to read Frankenstein. Not really, I kind of don't want to read it, but yeah, thanks for watching for my presentation, and have a good day.